You said this morning that you probably needed your A game to beat these guys. How close do you think that was to your A game?
Yeah, I thought we played a pretty solid game. Our breakouts are much better. Our forecheck was much better. Our puck management, defensive details. We had the puck a lot more than we did in Vancouver, just because we were able to make plays and we weren't sitting back. We kind of laid an egg in the Game 5, and I don't think Vancouver's very proud of how they played tonight. We can feel happy about it, but their game was probably very similar to what we did in Game 5. So it's going to be important that we even ramp it up even more for Game 7.
You had a few guys with multi-point efforts, but Vinny Desharnais said that what was most impressive to him, the points aside, was their attention to detail and doing the right things at the right time. What did you think about that, and how, the structure and attention to detail from everyone tonight?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought we, like I said, I thought we broke the puck out a lot better than we did the other night. But that's not just on the defenseman's hands making that first pass. It's for the forwards getting in position and his partner to be talking. Those little subtleties. I thought we did a lot better job tonight.
Coach, I think Game 2 and 3, you allowed 3 power play goals. Since then, you've shut down Vancouver's power play tonight. Quite a few good efforts on the penalty kill, including the 5-on-3. What do you think's been the difference?
Well, I thought our killers did a really good job. Some key blocks. I think Stu made some nice saves in the second period, especially on the 5-on-3. There was a one-timer. He got his blocker out there. I just think all of them guys are connected. That's how we want to play. We want to play a connected game, 5-on-5, and I think that's very evident in the penalty kill. On when one guy's pressuring, if that guy's pressuring, everyone else knows what he's doing and where he's pushing the puck, and it's just nice to see that they're on their toes and they're playing fast.
Neither team has won 2 in a row in this series to this point. Do you feel like you can carry this momentum into Game 7, or do you feel like each game is kind of its own thing?
Every game is its own. It's the only momentum happens is from maybe a shift to shift. Other than that, there's no momentum. For us having an opportunity to win Game 7 in Vancouver, we're going to have to play well. They're going to be much, much better than they were tonight. We can feel good about it, but they're going to be a much different team in Game 7 than they were in 6.
Kris, I'm wondering if you could take us into the mindset of your team before the game. Usually with so much on the line, there's 2 types of teams, nerves or teams that thrive in games like this. Where do you think your team came out?
I don't think there was any nerves. I think they handled it very well. I think a lot of they've been in a lot of big games, through the years, the LA series, and they were in they've been in through elimination games. They know what it's about, and ultimately it's about just playing your game as best as you can. It's not finding something after 90-some games. We're going to be doing something different. It's just making sure you execute best you can.
From Cam, I wanted to know about coaching, sense of urgency, but also calm at the same time. How you can get both those things from.
I'm calm because I'm confident in my players. If they weren't composed and ready to play, I'd probably be a little more worried about how the game was going to play out. But they talk about coaches make their teams calm. I think my players make me calm. So I have a lot of confidence in them. They'll come up and step up and play well. Well, they did.
How would you describe sort of the way it was going for your group before Holloway found that goal, and how much did that help kind of ease whatever strain they were feeling?
It was nice to see, obviously, getting that goal. 5-on-5 offense has been pretty tough to come by through this series because they've defended very well and not given us room. But, I thought we had a good start. The first few shifts I thought we got off to the right start. I know McDavid line had some chances, shot attempts. Then I guess the one thing I didn't like was got away from that momentum was the penalties that we took. Had a couple kills, gave them an opportunity, but fortunately for us, our penalty penalty kill came up big.
Kris, you put in Sam Carrick, his first game of this series. What do you think of him?
Loved him. I thought he was huge, and it was tough making that lineup change. It's been tough keeping Sam out of the lineup as long as we have. And our fourth line had been playing so well with Janmark, DR, Brownie, and we trusted them with a lot of key situations. And we just moved our lines around a little bit, and with Sammy, it didn't drop off at all. And another thing that he gave us was very key on the faceoffs. Won a lot of defensive zone faceoffs.
Yeah, you had him on 12 draws. I think it was 58%. Also, added a physical element. Vancouver's being the team more physical. I know you've had the puck a little bit more, but did you need that element a little bit and him on the boards and being physical?
Yeah, I thought he won a lot of battles. He drew a penalty. Had some hits. So he did exactly what we expect of him. So it was a nice addition tonight.
Kris, I'm just curious. There was a lot of discussion coming into tonight about McDavid having just had one assist in the 3 games leading into Game 6. And the way that he managed to help you create the second and the third goal tonight, whether it was creating a turnover, using the speed on the forecheck, it's not stuff off the rush. It's sort of playoff stuff. Does that continue to impress you, even though you've been around it for so long?
It does. It shouldn't. I've seen it so often, but it does impress me. That work ethic, the relentlessness, making some plays. I know the power play, he stripped. Plays looked like they were done. He stripped the opposition, stole the puck, 5-on-5. Hunting down pucks, just doing a lot of those little things. And obviously, you see the unbelievable passes and the line rushes, things that he can do with the puck. But those little details are very important, and that's also what makes him special.
With the way Game 5 turned on their forecheck, and sort of in the first period, it looked like they were able to get on top of your D a bit. Where did it flip in your mind? Was it just a matter of playing faster, or were there adjustments to be made there?
Well, it's easier in the second period if you are playing well to continue having momentum just because of the long change. It makes a huge difference, and that's probably the biggest time of when there's momentum shifts is in the second period, because of one line has a good shift in the second period, most likely the next line's going to have a good one because just of getting fresh bodies and the other team's in a position where they're vulnerable on the changes, and so that helped us in the second.
Kris, how difficult was it to tell a guy who's played over 200 playoff games, Corey Perry, he was not playing tonight?
Very difficult, especially what he provides to our team, and not only the on-ice product, but also helping out the rest of the team. The composure, the motivating, the intangibles, all the things that don't show up on a score sheet. Corey brings a lot of that, and we just need to make a little adjustment, try to do something differently. And we talked about adding something to our lineup that Sam was able to do, but very difficult taking him out.
And your power play has not scored in a while. What are they doing, or what are you seeing from your power play that it's not as successful as it was earlier in the series?
I think they're doing a pretty good job finding out where lanes are. Their sticks are in the right lanes. They're making it tough on us. It's important for us not to get impatient. One thing we talked about in the LA series was just slow things down, make the play, not force it. And these guys have always gone through ups and downs, and usually it's a lot more ups than downs, but they'll figure it out.
One last question. Did you choose not to challenge the goal there in the crease just because it was not black and white in terms of your looking at it on video as to
Wow.
They didn't overturn a goal last night.
I
so.
saw last night's, and there was no way they were going to overturn that one.
Okay, so that's the reason. Okay, thank you.